Title: From Homeless to Billionaire, the incredible story of a Nigerian man. If you love what we are doing, please support by following and subscribing to our channels on all social media platforms. Like, comments and shares our post. Thank you. James Okafor was no stranger to the streets of Lagos. For years he lived under the Fourth Mainland Bridge, surviving on leftover food from restaurants, odd jobs and the kindness of strangers. People only knew him as that quiet homeless guy with old, dusty shoes and a Bible always tucked under his arm. But one morning the entire city was talking about him, not as a beggar but as a billionaire. It started when James showed up at a press conference in Victoria Island, flanked by lawyers, financial advisors, and reporters. Within 24 hours, photos of him in a crisp navy blue suit were splashed across news outlets, social media and gossip blogs. From beggar to billionaire. He must be a ritualist. No one makes that kind of money overnight. Maybe he joined a secret cult. The rumors spread like wildfire. But what they didn't know was the truth, a truth rooted in patience, forgotten kindness and financial wisdom. The true story. When James was just 10 years old, his father passed away and his mother, unable to care for him and his siblings, sent him to live with his uncle in Onitsha. His uncle, a former banker, had no children of his own and treated James like a son. One day, after noticing the boy's curious mind and love for numbers, the uncle decided to open a custodial investment account in James's name. He used 200,000 naira to buy shares in Zenith Bank, a major financial institution in Nigeria. That money was a huge sacrifice for the uncle, but he believed in the power of long-term investment. "Don't touch this money," he told James. "Forget about it like it doesn't exist." 2 years later, his uncle died in a car accident. James was sent back to the streets, forgotten by relatives and eventually homeless. But the shares, they remained unclaimed, forgotten. 20 years later, a random outreach program for the homeless offered James legal aid. During the documentation process, his old name and identity matched an unclaimed investment account. A few weeks later, after legal verification, he received a call from a firm in Victoria Island. "Mr. James Okafor, your investment is now worth 8.3 billion. He thought it was a scam. It wasn't. Over the years, those initial shares had grown exponentially, compounded by dividends, stock splits and the consistent rise of the bank's value. The gossip storm. The moment the news broke, everyone had a theory. He sacrificed someone. Maybe he found a ritual pot under the bridge. No way a homeless man becomes a billionaire like that. But James said nothing. He didn't defend himself, didn't grant interviews. He only released one statement. Not every miracle is magic. Some are simply the reward of seeds planted long ago. Life now. Today, James runs the Okafor Foundation, an NGO that helps underprivileged kids get financial education. He's opened over 5,000 investment accounts for children in slums and rural communities. He still visits Fourth Mainland Bridge sometimes, not to sleep, but to talk to those still there. And whenever anyone asks about his story, he smiles and says, "Don't despise the seed, the future is hidden in it." Please subscribe to my YouTube channel at